right, Jeremy Davis, Assistant Superintendent for Innovation and Instructional Support for the Fullerton School District. Yes, I do love my job title. Very excited about that. I have 27 slides in 7 minutes, so I'm actually splitting them into the next subject because the next question is all about how the schools support, and mine is both. Because I'm really walking through what we're doing different. So Ruthie is one of our board members, which is wonderful, and she had an idea for a new board goal. And I love it when a board goal has to do with my department, because it means there's more focus, there's more resources, and there's more time, because it's now a board goal. So when internet safety came up as a board goal, one of the great things is talking to 5 different board members, you find out there's 5 different ideas of what internet safety means. So we went bigger and said, you know, internet safety really means digital wellness. So what we're doing as a district, here's our board goal. So digital citizenship, information media literacy, online safety in and out of school to ensure students and technology, they use them in safe and productive ways. That's important. Okay, 6 sort of areas we're looking at here. One is digital wellness. That's infrastructure, your student curriculum, your parent education. Big deal to have the parents involved in this, right? Teacher professional development, cybersecurity. I'm going to talk to you in a moment about something we did so that parents can control the iPads when they go home at night, and they have control over that now. Digital citizenship, what's their learning experience happening inside the classroom. Social emotional, the fact that we're doing all these social emotional lessons, they should be talking about tech constantly inside the social emotional lessons on how important that was to bring that department in as well. Science, health, and PE, that's the sex ed. Sex ed in 7th grade, which is California Healthy Kids, talks a lot about this stuff. They do negotiation skills. So they're talking about how to negotiate around saying no to drugs. It's the exact same skill to say no to a boyfriend who's asking for a naked photo online, or to a girlfriend, right? So we brought that in, and then OCD, we brought them in as partners as well. Doreen was here earlier. Is she still here? Where is she?
Right here.
There she is. So Doreen was our partner on brainstorming a lot of this as well, which was great. So every image you see was made by AI, because I'm not an artist at all or a digital person, and so you type some words in and things pop out. It's wonderful. So if you see missing fingers and things, it's because AI is not great at fingers yet. All right, so we got to have them safe. They're all going to be online. They're all going to be online in so many ways. So our goal is how to be their best selves always. So if they're their best selves online, and then their best selves in front of other people, the entire character development piece is part of what they are online, part of who they are as a person. So then it won't matter quite as much. It won't be like I have 2 different pieces here. They're good digital citizens, they're good friends, and that's how they learn how not to forward things. That's how they learn not to take those pictures and to be okay saying no. And they wouldn't have the kind of friends that make them kiss their kindergarten friend in order to have a picture, right? That's not friend, okay? That's not friend at all, and they need to be conscious of that. So we start with cybersecurity. We start with training on what does that look like. When the students take their devices home, all their traffic comes back through us. Okay, it doesn't matter where they are, what network they're on. It goes through Apple, it goes through the internet. They can be in Mexico or Korea, and their internet comes back through the district into our proxies and across our filters. So honestly, even though I'm about to show you about the MDM and how we played with our mobile device management, it's not quite as important as the student's personal device, because our devices are already filtered and the kids know it. They're already a little afraid we're watching everything they do anyway. It's really their phones that are the biggest problems that they're going to experience, and where they're going to be able to get past filtering and things like that. However, what we did was we had been asked at a number of parent events, can you do something to help me control that device when it gets home? So we did. We found a new mobile device management software. Cost triple what the last one did. That's okay, because it has this amazingly cool feature where we set some times, and when the child gets home, now ours is set at the moment at 6 p.m., only because that's when our last after-school program ends, and if we let people control before that, they would mess up the after-school program. All the iPads would be shutting down while they're trying to do homework, and we can't control it individually for 12,000 kids. That would be, I'd need like 3 people just to do this. So at the moment, it's 6 p.m. to 6:30 a.m., and then again, it's all weekend long, and then on holidays, we turn it on as well. So they can do things like only have the book app. So all you can do is read library books, the only thing you can do. Or only be an iReady. Or only do this. Or you know what, they can push a button and say, 1 hour timeout. Like, hey, come down for dinner. Timeout. Oh, and then they come down, right? Because suddenly their iPad stopped working. You're in a timeout for an hour. So then they come down for dinner. It's great. right? But again, if they have a phone, that's their personal device. Killing the iPad for an hour doesn't do a whole lot if they can instantly pick up their phone and keep right on going, right? So these are the pieces that we're doing, but we're doing a whole lot more. And it allows the parents to do, they can remotely lock, they can hide and show apps. They can say no YouTube from a certain time forward. They can say no Safari. Problem is though, a whole bunch of our curriculum utilizes Safari. So if the curriculum itself goes through the internet and the parents turn the internet off, they can't do homework at that point. So it's a little negotiations with the child on how that works. Digital wellness and digital citizenship. I think I'm hitting my 7-minute mark, yes? And I'll do the other half when I get back. Okay, all right, so I'll do one thing on Common Sense Media. We've been recognized as a Common Sense Media District for every year that I've been there. It's a big deal to me to make sure every single teacher is tracked, every single teacher teaches a certain number of lessons. We've tracked it, we've reported it, we've applied for it, and what it means is 75% of our schools have done it. We're at 100 though. I don't let principals get away with not being at 100. It's part of their observations that they do. They go in, we do first week of school. When I get back, we'll talk a little bit more about the domains and how it relates to social emotional learning and how we've brought that department in, how we've added more than just the 3 lessons and how it's now intertwined through more of our curriculum. And then a couple things we're adding currently to go with our parent pieces. So when I get back up to the next question, which is what schools are doing, I will continue. So IT in the back, sorry, if you can sort of remember to jump back to this area when I come back. Thank you, appreciate you. Because I am the head of IT in my world as well, so I always appreciate my IT folks.